In this video, we're going to look at creating a true email preferences center. The email subscription management options available out of the box with Infusionsoft are limited because they do not show current subscription status. Traditionally, Infusionsoft users use tags to track someone's email subscription. However, if we use a custom field to track subscription status, we can build a web form that operates like a true email preferences center. So in this video, we're going to look at the custom field itself, configuring the preference center, and then linking to it from within other emails here. So inside Infusionsoft, you're going to want to create a subscriptions tab and then a newsletters header. And then you're going to want to create a custom drop-down field for the subscription that you're going to want to use. And we need to have the option no and yes. And no needs to be on top because we're going to set the top option as the default. Basically, this means when we create a brand new contact record, by default, they will not be subscribed to the newsletter. So that's the custom field that we would need. And once we've got that set up, we can go into a campaign. And the preference center is literally a web form by itself. So this is the campaign model. It's just a web form. The magic is what happens in the web form itself. So remembering that this is an email preference center, people are going to be coming here only from an email. So we're going to remove these fields and we're going to add a hidden snippet for the email address, and we're gonna leave that blank. No field value here. We're then going to go ahead and we can pop in our logo, whatever that might be. I guess I don't have a logo uploaded, but pop in our logo here, and then we can go ahead and give some instructions, really just some context around what's going on. So manage your email subscription below. There you go. That's what they're actually going to be doing. We'll center that. And now we're going to go to the field snippets and grab an other field. And this is where we're going to grab that custom subscription field that we looked at earlier. So here it is, and of course we're going to make this required because that's the whole point of this web form. So you can see now it's going to have this custom drop-down field, meaning when somebody actually goes to this in real life when it's live, they'll be able to choose what they want. And the last step is to change our submit button to a more relevant call to action, so update my preferences, because that's exactly what this is doing. So now that we've got our form looking like this, and again, this is super lean. You could use a full-blown landing page and make it a really nice, delightful experience, but again, this is at least functional and gets the job done. And on the thank you page, we want to acknowledge what they've just done here. So thanks for updating your email preferences. And then we can tell them something like, you may now close this window. Okay. The last piece is to check in our settings and make sure that the auto population is checked. This way, when somebody clicks from an email, the form knows who is updating their preferences. So we can now mark this form as ready to go. So now that we've built this, we can publish it. So now that our subscription center has been built, we can go ahead and link to this from within any email nice and easily here. So what we want to do is in your emails here, and you're probably going to want to add this into your template here. So of course you have your normal, email body, whatever, that doesn't matter because this is a preferences. What matters is down here in the footer, we can go ahead and add a link that says, to update your email preferences, click here. And then we would link this directly to that web form that we just created and published of the Newsletter Subscription Center. And there you go. We may even do like a right justify kind of thing since it's down here. Maybe make this that same kind of lighter gray color as the footer, and there you go. So make sure that moving forward you simply add this link into the footer of your newsletter template that you use, and people can now manage a subscription. Because now, when someone clicks on the link to manage their email preferences, the form will pre-populate the contact's email in the email field, as well as the current value for the subscription custom field. If they make changes and submit the form, the record will reflect their preferences. So there's a couple things to keep in mind. For example, if we have more than one subscription, we can include them all in one preferences form. However, keep in mind that we may want to strategically create one preference form per subscription depending on the business, depending on what you're doing here. One last thing to keep in mind is that we can add extra options to the drop-down values to give further communication control and allow people to select their preferred frequency. So for example, I have a newsletter for my band here, and people can subscribe to only get music updates if they don't live in the area. They can subscribe only to live show updates if they want to know about when we perform. And then, of course, all updates is going to give them stuff about music and live shows. In the next video, we're going to look at filtering out new hire applicants.